on a drop-dead, gorgeous Christmas Eve here in the Lehigh Valley, and we're laughing because it's like in the 60s here. We're over here at the Wooden Match in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I'll be honest with you, this is literally a first for myself in the magazine as far as an interview with professional MMA fighter Adam the Archangel Atiyeh, and I did pronounce the last name right.
Yeah, we're still in our amateur career though, but we're ranked #1 in the state, 5th in the Northeast. We're looking for a big pro debut, shooting for next December at the Sands Casino.
Okay.
So we're on the up.
Okay, cool. Now I told you ahead of time, a lot of the sports coverage is on the physical side of it. I'm more curious. I'm sure a lot of people are more curious about the psychological side of it, of MMA and being an MMA fighter, starting with, and please don't take offense to this, why would someone, a man or a woman, want to get into a steel cage, an enclosed steel cage, and, obviously, like boxing and wrestling, the money, and put your body through that kind of a punishment?
Because you're crazy. Nah, there's a lot of different angles that you can look at this question from, and I really like how you're coming at me with direct questions like this, not to make people do that. The psychological battle of becoming the best person that you can possibly be, and that's what MMA can do for you, because when you get in the ring, you get in there alone, just like you come into the world, you come in alone, and you also leave it alone. It's the same thing in the ring. You get in that cage, they lock the door, and it's you versus you. It's you versus the guy right in front of you. You got no excuses. You got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The only thing you can do is perform. It's like put up or shut up. Put your money where your mouth is. So you got that whole psychological battle against yourself, and that's why some people will do it. Then you got the people that will do it for the money, the monetary gain, the women, the drugs, the money, the fast life. You always got that. That's how we're made, dualistically, good and evil. So you always have both sides. But for myself, it's more of that psychological battle. I already went through all the drugs, all the money. That did enough for 10 lifetimes. I'm done with that type of life. But now, it's a psychological battle. How am I going to become the best man that I could possibly become? And MMA does that for me, because like I said, I can't run. I got to face myself. And it's like I was writing last night, speaking with my girl Ashley, that like the only way you can get, you can't fuck it away. You can't cry it away. You can't sleep it away. The only thing you can do to get rid of emotional pain is face it. And that's like what fighting does. It's like an outlet. It's an outlet for me as well. That whole psychological game. What am I going to do? Am I going to run and hide? How's this guy think? It's a chess game. Like, how do you become a master chess player? That's like the best fighter. Like, you're already psyching the guy out before he even gets in the ring. Just, believe it in yourself. It helps. That's what the whole thing of our existence is finding out who you are, what you really believe in, what you're about. And for me, that's why I love MMA so much, because it gives me that outlet. I don't gotta go to the streets like we both lived in. I don't gotta, go back to the type of lifestyle looking for, a way to get that moment of brevity, that ultimate orgasm that want to last for a lifetime. I don't gotta look for that, because I got this outlet, with God as well. And that it's helping all my relationships. I love this sport, man, and it helps me give back as well. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I'm grateful for it.
Okay, so in MMA, more so than I apologize, but I think fast. You just gave me an idea for a great question. In MMA, probably more so than other sports like boxing or wrestling, the build-up, where you see like the fighters, where you see the fighters like facing each other for the photo shoots and everything, that psychological build-up is probably, could it be said, it's just it's very important in MMA versus, very important in MMA, more than just, okay, let's hype this up for the fans. It's, trying to psych out, that plays an important aspect when you step into that cage.
Yeah. The psychological, aspect of the fight game is, it's 99%. It's probably 70%, I would say, then 30% physical, somewhere around there. Because you already won the battle, up here before the fight even began. Because if you're not thinking you can do it, you're not able to do it. It's, you know, that's how it is. You got to believe in yourself. It's like, if you don't even fucking believe in your own story, who the fuck is? No one is. You got to believe in yourself. You get in the ring and you're timid and you're like, oh, I'm gonna second guess myself. I don't know if I should throw this jab or I should throw a hook or this, and you think now, it's like you heard the thing, you know, those who, you know, fail to act, you lose. You got to get out there and just do it. It's the natural flow. So that psychological game of psyching out your opponent and going back and forth and believing in yourself is one of the biggest factors in the whole game. Well, that's why when you see the greatest fighters, they'll tell you they can beat anybody, even if they can't, because they believe in themselves that much. And it's so important when it comes down to it. You know, you got to be able to believe in your coach, believe in God, believe in something, but you got to believe in yourself in order for that to go. And if you're not able to have that psychology when you get to face a guy there and you're looking down or you're second guessing, you already lost. You're already playing games up here. It's like no one can kick the shit out of ourselves worse than we did to ourselves. Nobody. You can't. Like we were just talking about, you can't kick the shit out of me worse than I already did. It's impossible. Nobody can. So it's like, after you already realize that, what do you have to lose? You got nothing. You realize, like I said before, you come in the world alone, you leave alone. You know, sweaty, cold, and naked. That's how you come in. You're going to leave in a casket. It's just how it is. So it's like, why does it matter? When you're 6 feet under, it's not going to matter. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's between you and your maker anyway. And when you get to that point, psychology, it's like you really got nothing to lose. And that's what I'm doing the fight for. That's where I'm at. And then, you know, when you get that fear, it's like you walk up to the guy, you strip your clothes down naked like I do, and you let him know, like, I got nothing to fear. Like, here, I'm naked, man. Just like I came into this world. What are you going to do? You ain't going to do shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be standing right here, and only I know if I won or lost the battle. And I know I'm going to give it all I got, so you can't beat me. And when you put that in your opponent's eye, even like Mike Tyson said, he know he had the guy psyched out at weigh-ins before the fight even began, because you'd see his eye twitch down. It would twitch. He knew the guy his mind went
basically
somewhere
he
else.
flinched.
He was second guessing himself. And once you got a guy second guessing yourself, you can do the will with him, no matter how good he is. And psychology that's what the whole fighting is about. The best fighters got the best psychology.
Okay, now let's take this into before the fight. The the psychology is involved with the training. You're pushing your body, like, you know, you push your body, I'm sure, in training to almost inhuman limits at times. You know, and you, again, whether it's football, any contact sport, you see.
Oh, you gotta get this guy in the film. It's my partner, the Grinch. Just
Hey, Merry Christmas!
There's my boy. Hey, we're usually standing in the Grinch. Give him back. I don't want to get off.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Like I said, this is December 24th.
Come on.
Now, in the psychology, again, you see, you know, I'm sure everybody's seen it. The sports videos, everything, you know. But in MMA, are you like when a fight's set? There has to be more so than just psyching yourself up. There has to be that mentality and that psychology, even from the moment you start training, especially for a fight. You know, I realize that's very important, but like, as far as like when you're doing the training, is it more the psychology more focused on, okay, well, here, you know, here's this person I'm going up against, I know his moves and everything, or is it just like, okay, let's just build ourselves up to be ready this way, whether, let's just say last minute, they get an injury and there's another person to fill in for them. Is it pretty much a general where you get yourself built up generally, or is it more targeted and specific? Hopefully I asked that question right.
There's two sides. Of course, it's targeted specific as well, because in your training you got to be specific, you know, with what type of style you're going against. If you're going to go against a kickbox, you got to be prepared for kicks. If you're going against a wrestler, you got to be prepared for takedowns. If you're going against a box, you got to be prepared to box. So you have to have those specifics. But also you have the non-specifics, because you have to realize that you got to believe in yourself that you're going to do your will to this guy. And it's like this, the 5 P's I like to call it, the 5 P's. Proper preparation beats piss poor performance. And if you prepare yourself properly and you get out there, give it all you got, day in, day out, rep in, rep out, each and every, no one can beat you. It's like you're already there, you got that confidence, because you know you put the training in, you know you did everything you can, so you beat that butterfly effect, you know, by doing that sort of thing. And then you can't focus on, oh, this guy might hit me with this jab, that guy might hit me with a kick, because now you're psyching yourself out, and that's where the non-specific comes into play, you know, so that's double-sided.
Okay. Well, we're gonna kill this at part 1, and we're gonna hit part 2, where I actually want to get into a little bit more of the technical, you know, the technical side, where you know, you myself, which, like you said, I've only made it, unfortunately, really know very little about MMA, but, you know, a lot of people see it where, you know, like you said, the boxing and stuff, but there is actually a wide variety of actual styles that even every fighter has to at least touch on and learn to win, to compete and, you know, and win a fight. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's just, it's also, you're totally correct and also totally wrong. It's like everything in life is neither this nor that. It's like Bruce Lee put it, where you don't fear the guy that knows 1,000 moves. You fear the guy that does one move 1,000 times. It's not a matter of being a jack of all trades, because you can never be the best out of all these things. We're just not wired that way. It's like, this is how I'm wired. I can't go and try to be a doctor. I can't go and try to be a computer technician.
Right.
I can't go and try to be this or that, because now I'm going to spread myself too thin and I'm never going to reach my full potential. And it's the same thing in the fight game. You can't be doing 10 different types of styles, because now you're bombarding yourself and your brain can't take it all in. You got to focus on your ability and what you do best, and in doing that, you know, you become great. Just like I said, you do a move, you become a master. And once you're a master, you just have to touch on a little of those. Like, that's where I said double-sided, neither this nor that. You have to have a little bit of knowledge in the other ones, but when you're a master in one craft, then it's boom. When you look at all the greatest fighters in the MMA world so far, you know, they were usually great in one, maybe two, but they still had they had their sort of style that they wouldn't bend from. You know, you can't change a leopard's spots. Let's say that. So, no, you got to know who you are, like we talked about at the beginning, and from there you craft your own type of art. You'll never be the best imitation of anybody but yourself, because you can't be anybody else but you. So that's where you gotta pick up your own style and freaking touch on the other ones a little bit, but form your own craft and just keep practicing that same move, like I said about Bruce Lee, and master it, and then you become unstoppable.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna cut this off, dude. I start off as an author and I'm a natural, so I'll leave everybody on a great cliffhanger.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, we'll get back to part 2, and I have a few surprise questions for you. You know, that have to do with MMA, but also have to do with a little bit
like
more.
MMA, this is what you do.
I hope everybody enjoyed part 1. Trust me, part 2 will be just as interesting.